Hi guys, it is Tuesday of language of week 6, and today we're going to discuss drafting your book review. Now, it's going to be a little bit of a short lesson because I want to give you the time to actually write or to draft your book review on your own. So let's go ahead and pull it up. We are going to be on page 182 today, and just one page today. So here we go. And we're going to look to see what Hudson did, and we want to mirror what Hudson did in our book review. So page 182, it says, what is the best way to begin a book review? Hudson began his review with a question. The question gives a detail from the book and made his readers curious about the story. So the readers want to know more by reading Hudson's question. He never answered the question because he wanted the people to read the book and find out the answer for themselves. So let's see what Hudson said. Why would a dog be given a Medal of Honor at a special ceremony in a small town? He never told him, but that's a good question, right? The exciting story is found in the book, A Dog Named Watson by Terry Bledsoe. So what you could do is you could start your question or your book review with the question. What would you do if you were stuck in an inn all summer and met an old man who flew kites and had a grandfather who didn't know God? Right? You could do something like that and you could ask a question. And then the second sentence is a review. The answer is found in A Dog Named Watson by Terry Bledsoe. So you're going to want to say, well, the answers are found in a book called Trouble at Silver Pines Inn by Gloria Rep. Another good way to begin a book review is by making an intriguing statement about the book. Here's an example. So you can ask a question, but let's look at this intriguing statement. When Daffy Duncan agrees to help her cousin sell Girl Scout cookies in the townhouses where they live, she has no idea what she's getting into. The Way the Cookie Crumbles by Vivian Sinkowski will help you keep you laughing from cover to cover. So we could start with an intriguing statement. We could say, flying kites is fun, but sometimes flying kites in the wind is just too much, or something like that, right? We can add to it. And remember, I told you, I'm not going to write this for you. You're going to be the one writing this. I helped you a lot on the research paper, so this is your turn to show me what you can do. So you could start with an intriguing statement. You could start with a question. But both of these tells you the title of the book after you've either started with a question or an intriguing statement. And it gives you the author as well. If you like this book, be sure, we're looking here now. Oops, that color doesn't work. Right here, okay? If you like the book, be sure to end your book review with a recommendation, encouraging others to read the book also. How should you end the review if you did not like the book and could not recommend it to others? Here is one possibility. So let's look what this says. Although the book has some good points, it is not very well written and the characters did not solve their problem in a good way. In my opinion, the book is not worth spending the time to read. Now, are they bashing the book? Are they saying this is the most terrible thing I've ever read and it's so bad, right? No, they're not bashing. They're just giving an opinion, but it is a mature opinion and it's not down talking the book. It's just saying, this is what I think, okay? So let's look at our tips. These are super important tips. Tip number 1, remember to tell the title and the author of the book near the beginning of the book. You don't want to go on and on and on and not tell the title and the author. So super important that you do that first. Number 2, state or hint at your opinion close to the beginning. So if you don't necessarily like the book, you probably want to hint at it close to the beginning of the story. Or if you like the book, you want to hint at it close to the beginning of the story. Number 3, summarize the main events of the plot to the crisis, up to the crisis. The most exciting part of the story without giving away the ending. Remember, you don't want to tell the ending of the story. That's when you want to say, read the book to find out, right? And you're going to use the main events that you had yesterday in the planning stage. If you've done it correctly, you've done your main points. You've done a reason why for each of those main points. So this should be so easy for you to write today. Number 4, use transitional words and phrases to keep the reason for your opinion separate from one another. Those transitional words, the reason why, or then, or next, or second about what's happening in the book, okay? Number 5, Oop, that's the same color. It's close to the same color. Don't want to use that. Number 5, be sure to include details from the book to support each reason. If you have a reason, you have to have a detail for that reason. Otherwise, it's just kind of like, okay, it's your reasons and nothing else. But if you have a detail from the book, it's like, oh, okay, I can see why he has that reason or she has that opinion. And then number 6, write on every other line so that you can make changes easily later. You are going to be writing these in your yellow spiral book. You got sent home. I'm looking around the classroom right now. I'm actually filming at the classroom today. And you were sent home your other spirals. So you can choose whichever spiral. It really doesn't matter. But I want you to write these in your spiral. And you're going to write them every other line so you can go back and make improvements. Okay? So, dun, 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 your assignment for today. Follow your planning chart to draft your book review on your own paper in your spiral. Let's see here. In your spiral notebook. Okay, so just like yesterday, when you did your planning and you took a picture and you sent it to me, I need you to do that for me today again. Okay, it's super important that I know that you're following these steps, so that way if you don't get behind. If you get behind, then it's not impossible to catch up, but sometimes it's a little bit difficult to catch up when you haven't done all of the steps that lead up to it. And remember, the writing process is all about steps that leading up to it. So speaking of that, I want to look back at yesterday's lesson real quick, and it was lesson 20. Okay, and you have your reasons, but yours should look something similar to this one, to Hudson's. Hudson would be able to easily write his paper or his review. It's not going to be a huge paper. It's not going to be long. Once he's planned this out neatly, because he's done all the steps in writing. If you do all the steps that lead up to actually writing it, it becomes so much easier for you. So please, please, please make sure you're keeping up with me. So tonight, your assignment is, there we go. Your assignment is to write using your planning page, and the planning page was page 181. You're using that page to now write your book review. Now look back on the other pages, because at the beginning of these lessons, we actually had Hudson's book review, and it's not very long. So yours is going to mirror what his looks like. It's going to be your writing. And I'm so excited to read these because I want to see what you think of Trouble at Silver Pines Inn. So guys, I will see you later on Wednesday. Today's Tuesday. I'll see you later. Goodbye.